Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Stone Block 2. Alright, I am in the end dimension, basically because I need, I need Inferium Essence, and I've learned from my other account, just playing around and, goofing off and trying to blow off steam, that Inferium Essence is sometimes in the end up here, and you can get a lot from it, especially since I have looting. So it was a toss-up between going down and getting more lapis so I can get looting 2 on this, or coming up here and trying to find some essence. So I think I'm going to just come up here and I'm going to start digging for a little while and see what I find, or what I can find. So I'm really I'm a little bored today. I don't have really anything to do. I've done a recording today. I typically do like one a day or so. Whenever the feeling kind of hits me, typically I do a recording, then I have to edit it and the whole 9 yards. But a lot of times I'm also doing research and different things that seeing what I can do, and there's a lot that goes into my days, and my days are going to be a lot less here shortly because the school system where my grandkids go have decided to shut schools down again because of the onslaught of COVID-19 patients that have been popping up here recently. And to me, it's a shame. I mean, it can't be easier to stay away from COVID. Wash your freaking hands. It's not that difficult, people constantly are telling me that, if you wear your mask. I am one of the people that don't believe in masks, just for the simple fact that it's proven that it doesn't really work. I mean, if you have COVID, yes, it slows the chances of you giving it to someone else down. But as far as you catching it, it does not do diddly shit, because basically you're not really breathing the stuff in. What you're doing is you're getting it on your hands, and then you're going and eating without washing your hands, or you scratch your mouth, your nose, you pick your nose, whatever it is. But that's the main cause of you catching COVID. And my grandkids' school, I'm the primary caregiver when they're off. But my grandkids' school has been doing really well. There's been no cases that I know of. They haven't sent anything home. There was a scare when they first opened school up back in September, that they thought a child was exposed to COVID through their home, and that turned out to be not true. Everyone got tested, and everyone was negative in that case. So, kids went back to school. They were off for 2 weeks doing homeschool and stuff like that for 2 weeks, and then they went back. And they've been doing really well. And as far as I can tell, it's the only school that around me that has been doing really good. I mean, that's probably, I guess they can't keep one school open and close the others. But I really wish they could, because I've said it many, many times in here, and my videos, that my internet sucks ass, and yes, they're going to send home a box for them. And for whatever reason, their box works a hell of a lot better than my box. And it's through the same company. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I sure would like to know, because I want decent internet. And yes, I am going to get high-speed internet through a company that has finally been approved to offer cable services or internet services in my area. So it's a long time coming, and especially when Verizon and Comcast, which is another big one that's around me, has told me for years that they're not coming in my area because they can't make enough money in my area. that blows my mind. I mean, it absolutely blows my mind, because there's farmers out here, and farmers need internet too. Matter of fact, most of the time, farmers need it more than anybody else, because they have to do most of their reports. They have to send in via internet now. It's no longer a written form. It's online, and they need that stuff too. So they're working off of crappy little boxes, the same as I am. But yeah, anyway, it's kind of a shame, because now the kids are going to be home doing homeschool in an area that the internet, it just doesn't work all that well. So that means that during the 2 weeks that they were off before, it was difficult to keep them online. I mean, the teacher is steady teaching because other kids have great service. So but when my grandkids' service goes down and stuff, and they can't, or kicks them out of the internet, then that teacher's still going, and my grandkids don't know what the hell they're talking about when they finally get back on, because logging back into the internet. So I think it's a flawed system. I mean, I know. Looks like I'm full. Okay, let me get rid of some of this, because I definitely don't need cobble, and I gotta go down and do my thing anyway. So I don't see anything in the walls or in the ceiling. I kept double checking every so often just to see. So I'm going to teleport around. There we go. And then, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of using this as a rant to, what in the hell? Why did it? That is a little weird. Huh. It punched out that wall. Let me punch it out a little bit more here. And I'll throw a candle down. It shouldn't have put me that far over, but it did, so it doesn't really matter. Not really. Not one, I mean, not when the price of beans are going up. You know what I mean? I mean, really. Alright, so, I know, I'm going to rant this whole thing, But I think it's important for people to understand that, and I know you got your own opinions and everything on this. This is my opinion, on it. And, there is actual towns, whole towns, that have never seen a COVID case. They have 0 infections in their town, and they've never worn a mask. So, and my opinion is, if let me see, I need more storage. That's what I need. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. So that one's full. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. There has I don't know if you know this or not, but I saw a report that came out about 4 or 5 weeks ago that said that the CDC CDC now says that COVID is airborne. This is only 5 weeks ago, guys. What the? Yeah, I don't know. it's mind-boggling. It really is, and you know, people often come up to me. You know, I have a few people that kind of argue with me about some of this stuff, and they're like, "Well, China wears masks and they're doing fine." Well, China's been wearing masks for like freaking 5 years, where almost everyone in that country wears masks for the last 5-10 years, and they continue to get shit like this every year. They get something. It's amazing. Most of this stuff starts in China, yeah, but they wear masks all the time. So you tell me. I don't understand it. Yeah, I am not a scientist. I could give two shits about science. I mean, I love science. Don't get me wrong, but to actually sit there and do that's boring crap. I'd rather do this. This is what I love, playing games. But yeah, and ranting. I love ranting. if you couldn't tell. All right, so let's grab some stuff here. I want to repair my pick, and let me see. I also need to see if I have another torch thing. If I don't, I need to see if I can make one easily, which I do believe I can. Let's see what the recipe is for this. Okay, 2 gold, 2 blocks of coal, and a piece of wood. Okay, so that's freaking easy. Alright, let's grab some coal. We need 2 blocks. 1 and 2. There we go. Put that back in there. I need 2 gold. 1 and 2. And one wood. Got wood? Why, yes I do. Thank you very much. Pull that out of there. And that. These things are incredible, by the way. I can just let them go. And they each have wood in it, and they continue spitting out wood, so I'll never need wood again. There we go. That goes in there. So the wood, the coal, and the gold. Was I supposed to use regular wood? Oops. Let's see. Yeah, it's regular wood. Okay. Alright. Not a problem. Alright, stay. And take one out of there. Put this in there. I will be needing that here shortly, I'm sure. And there we go. Got another torch thing. So when that one goes out, I'd have a replacement. This stuff is actually pretty good. And you can make pearls out of it. Or dust. You can put it into the smelter. So it smelts down. I thought I had some more. Fairly sure. What the hell did I do with it? There it is. Okay, that can go in there. And I do need to get a bigger crate or something to hold more, because I mean, this one's doing pretty good, but there is going to be a point where I'm going to be making alloys and stuff, so I need more space. So I will be taking this stuff out. This is all Thaumcraft, and the Thaumcraft will be coming up here shortly. Boom, and that one. It's very easy. Once I start going, I can pretty much make most of this like really quick. Boom, 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 knock it out. And then it gets into some of the harder stuff, or some of the stuff where I gotta wait because I gotta scan everything. If you remember Thaumcraft, you got the thermometer that you got to scan everything in the universe, so you can get Viz, or not Viz, but Essentia. So yeah, it becomes involved, but you can get through some of this fairly easy and fairly quick. The beginning anyway. Not these. These are a little bit better, bigger. So yeah, they're involved, and this stuff's involved. Witchwooder is real easy, which I might have some. I didn't make it yet? What? Yeah, I know. I made it. I know I made it. Okay. So it's somewhere within my bunches of junk. But yeah, I'm just going off here. Hold on. Alright, that and that. I only needed one. That's good. Alright. So put this other one back. And it's a... Oh, shit. It's a shame that I can't carry that along and repair that in my own crafting. Because that makes it helps a lot when you can do stuff like that. And then you can just craft it up and fix it on the go. And you can stay out and get more stuff. There we go. Alright, so 15 minutes, almost 16 minutes down. Alright, we're going to head back up here. And I think we're going to change direction. We went pretty good ways down that way. Let's go a pretty good ways this way. Take that down and then put that there. Still a little dark. I'm going to put another one there. Alright, here we go. So I'm hoping that I find some essence, like I was saying before, because with when you find the essence, then when you have luck, you get a hell of a lot more within your mining than you normally would. Typically you get, I think, 1 or 2 out of each. When you have luck, you get like 4 to 6, I think. Something, I don't know, something ridiculous. And you can get it, you can start getting it pretty quick. And we do need it so we can start upgrading stuff, doing different things with the essences, which turn out to be pretty good. They once you get up, especially get up into Superium, which I do believe is the last tier, the stuff that you can make from that are incredible. You know, it's if you make a suit from it, you know, armor suit, the whole thing, you can fly. Which in this pack, flying is not a big deal. You know, not really, unless you go dig in a whole great big hole like this. You can fly from one end to the other. That might, you know, help out a little bit. Alright, and like I said before, I did test this out on my other thing, and yes, it does randomly teleport you around. Typically, it's just a teleport like back this way, just a couple blocks. But I did have one where it shoved me up in the ceiling. You know, my head is up in the ceiling. It was scary there for a second. I didn't know what was going on, and I had to just break one block, and it dropped me back down. But yeah, it's when it happens to you, it scares the crap out of you. It really takes you by surprise, even if you're just standing there waiting for it and you know it's getting ready to happen. But yeah, one time I was like right here, and it just barely touched my feet, and boom, gone. It's like, shit. But other times it drenched all over me and didn't teleport me at all. So, you know, there's that. Come on. Get that up on the wall. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I felt that I needed to say something about that. I have not said anything about COVID since it first came out. You know, I did a couple of things on COVID, and no one seems to listen, or you know, they want to listen to the government. And it astounds me that people still think that the government is going to save them. It amazes me. And the more I look at it, the more I realize that this country, this country would never survive a zombie apocalypse. No way. Like 5% of the people of this country may survive it, but for the majority of them, they'll never do it. I mean, if if it comes out on the news that people have come back from the dead and they're eating people, the first priority that some of these dim shits would go for would be to go buy toilet paper. It's incredible. Why are you worrying about toilet paper? I would think that you would learn your lesson from the first one. First time that first COVID go around, that toilet paper ain't gonna make a difference. You're not shitting yourself to death. You're not on the toilet all the time. I mean, you can get the flu, and you're on the toilet, but no more than usual. But it just astounds me, that you got all these people. They're like, well, the government says, or the CDC says. Well, I have zero faith in the CDC. They're a bunch of wackadoos. Basically a bunch of scientists that are stuck inside and trying to come up with shit, and they don't know shit. They really don't know anything. And the government, they're going by what their CDC, you got the federal CDC, and then you got each state has their own CDC people, and none of them are, in my opinion, they're all talking out their ass. But if you're just smart about it, you don't have to worry about it. That's what I brought that out when it first started. And yes, I would have done stuff differently. I do not blame Trump for any of this. Simply because when it first started, he, like the riots, he gave each state the authority to deal with it on their own. Now, if I was president, I would have shut that shit down. The borders would have been shut down in January. Basically, when we first started hearing about COVID and how bad it was over in China, that would have been it. The borders shut down. You can leave, but you ain't getting back in. I don't care if you're a citizen or not. You can leave this country and go help and go vacation and do whatever, but it'll be the longest vacation of your life, because you're not coming back in here and spreading this disease all over the place. And most of the time, these things go worldwide because you got these bleeding hearts that go over and try to help, and then they catch it and then come home with it. And most of the time they come home because they're sick. No shit. But anyway, enough of that bullshit. I think that things could have been done differently, and they can be done differently now. They're focusing on the wrong thing, and the wrong thing is not going to fix this problem. So, you figure out the right things to do. And the right thing to do in most cases is basically keep clean. Wash your hands and stay away from people. That's not a problem for me. I don't like being around people anyway. So, I mean, over 25 years of retail has ruined that for me. I mean, I don't want to be around people. It'll probably change later on. Especially if I get this, if I get this going in any kind of fashion, then I will be traveling and different stuff. I would love to go to some of the different Comic-Cons and the game meeting. I can't think right now, but the game cons and different things that just revolve around gaming. I would love to do some of that stuff. So it is what it is. But I have to be around people then. But anyway, So anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to stop boring you with all this bullshit. So yeah, if you agree with me, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Everyone has their opinions. The old saying goes, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and most of the time they stink. So anyway, guys, until next time, pound that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe. And always remember to enjoy everything that you do. If you don't, there's no point in doing it. I'll see you on the flip side.